I got a lesson on mercy this morning. It was really big, really deep, unsettling, enlightening. Got up early, got my cup of coffee. This was hours ago. And sat down with Big Daddy, and my mind was going, and it was not as easy to just cut it off today. But when I finally cut it off, and had my heart really turned toward him, he picked out a verse, which he often does. Matthew, okay? Click my little clicks on my digital Bible here. Chapter 5, verse 7. Blessed are the merciful, for they shall obtain mercy. In the Greek literal translation, happy are the merciful ones, because they shall be being shown mercy. And that was good. I've read that how many times in my life. So, not realizing that he was trying to get me a lesson on mercy, I just kept reading. Happy are the clean ones of their heart, because they shall be viewing the God. Happy are the peacemakers, because they shall be children of God. They shall be being called the children of God. And I just kept reading. But he kept taking me back up to that. Matthew 5:7. Happy the merciful ones, because they shall be being shown mercy. So when I realized this is about that verse, let me go there and just settle. Let me stop. Let me just sit there and see what there is below the surface, so that I could see what it is Big Daddy's trying to show me. First off, happy. I know the word is blessed are the merciful, but the Greek literal translation is happy. And it's not just happy. It's like happy, over the top, happy. Happy like your team just scored the winning goal in the World Cup with 3 seconds left on the clock, and your team was not even supposed to be anywhere near the finals, but they got there and they won, and you were ecstatically happy. That's kind of what that word expanded out means. Happy are the merciful ones. Mercy. Full of mercy. Not just any mercy, not just a human mercy, but happy are the ones that are full of our Father's mercy. Because they shall be being shown mercy. And he showed me his perspective of mercy. He said, what if there were 1 million, exactly, 1 million people that were authoritative ones, decision-making ones, shot callers, if you will, that hated me and hated my little children. And they have set themselves against us to shut us down, to kill, steal, and destroy. They're the destructive ones. They're the hate-filled ones. There's 1 million of them. And what would you think about them? Wow, boy, I'd like to see them all rounded up, gathered up, and retribution be handed to them. He said, but but I see it differently. See, what I see, Big Daddy was showing me, what I see is out of that 1 million authoritative ones that hate me and hate you being us. What if there's one in that 1 million that I can see down the road that will eventually turn their heart from being full of hate to being one of my little children? I would extend my hand of mercy on all of them for the one. I would not round all them up and gather them and make them pay for their sins against me and my children because of the one. That's a little taste. That's a little perspective of how my mercy works. His mercy endures forever. I mean, what if there really were 1 million of them that were making lists and seeking to kill, steal, and destroy us, the little children of the Most High One, because they hate Him and they hate His Messiah and they hate us and they're coming after us and they want to do what they do to us. But there's one. Should He not extend His hand of mercy for all of them? Because that one, in that moment, down the road, in the upward spiralings of time, that one, He knows, He understands, He sees that that one will turn one day and become His precious, precious little child. Would it not be His mercy full of mercy ways to show mercy on the million, the hate-filled million, for that one? There was a time in the Bible when Daddy extended mercy toward the Amorites because the cup of their iniquity was not yet full. And He brought that to my memory, and He said, if there's one of those Amorites that will eventually turn their heart toward me, I'm extending mercy to them. But when the time comes, when every single one of them that are in that time yet to come, every single one of them are going to be the hate-filled ones, that's when the cup will be full. And I will then take vengeance and issue forth retribution against them. But until then, my mercy must be extended. There was also a time when there were these hate-filled people in this city, village, whatever, and the disciples said to Yeshua, Jesus, should we call down fire from heaven and destroy all of them? He said, you don't know what spirit you are of. See, when we have that kind of thought process and that kind of perspective, I wish we could just go out and just gather them all up and put them on trial and make them pay. See, that's how they think. They, the hate-filled ones, want to gather us all up, put us on trial and make us pay. They want to kill, steal, destroy, because that's what their father does. And when we have that mindset and that perspective, we are operating in that same spirit. When Big Daddy told Moshe, however you pronounce his name, when Big Daddy said, just stand aside, I'll destroy all of them and I'll start over with you. All these murmurers and complainers and fuss pots. But Moses said, no, sir. No, sir. I'm not going to side with you on that decision, Big Daddy. If you destroy them, destroy me with them. See, that is being full of mercy. There was a Joshua in that bunch. There was a Caleb in that bunch. There were a lot of little children that were going to grow up one day and cross over. They were going to be believing ones. They were going to be lovers of the Most High, El Elyon, our Elohim, the Father, which is above all else. They were in that group. And Moses showed the mercifulness of the Father by saying no. Abraham, when Daddy let him know what was about to happen to the cities of the plain, Sodom, Gomorrah, and other cities, he was going to destroy all of them. And Big Daddy said, should I not let my friend Abraham know what I'm doing? Abraham had an interesting retort. But Elohim, what if there are 50 that are right-hearted ones? Okay. I'll not destroy all these cities if there are 50 right-hearted ones. Yeah, but what if there are 30? What if there are 20? What if there are 10? Big Daddy says, I'll not destroy them if there are but 10 right-hearted ones. Now, Abraham stopped there, and the angels that were sent to destroy those cities went in and took out Abraham's nephew, Lot, or Lot, as we pronounce it. Had to kind of forcibly remove him out of the city. He and his wife, his 2 daughters, kind of had to take him by the arm and say, come on with me, let's get out. Now his wife kind of longed for the Sodom and Gomorrah lifestyle. She kind of liked all the stuff and all the fancy clothes that were being traded and the things that were there. And she liked that lifestyle. She liked that stuff, and she was turned into a pillar of salt when she looked back longingly on this world system that she still loved. I don't want to leave. But Big Daddy's mercy got him out of there. He'll extend his mercy to 1,000,000 if he knows there's just one that in the spirals of time will one day turn their heart toward him and become his precious, precious, precious little child. Happy, over the top happy are the ones that are full of his type of mercy, because they shall be being shown his type of mercy. Just another aspect of his kingdom, his ways, his thoughts, his perspective that makes us all well, puts us in a state of shalom. This is the well message, a tiny, tiny part of the well message of his kingdom, the message that makes all things well.